unveil today. When Jeremy first approached me about this, we thought it was a good idea. We don't have any coastal command display in here, and so as you can see from looking at the place, we're extremely crowded and we don't have a lot of room. But we did make room for this, and we're very proud to have it in here. And what we'll do, I think, is we'll have our guests of honor. And if you want to help them, Jeremy, and whoever else you want to assist, we'll just have a little piece of tape on either side. So somebody on either side can unveil it.
Yeah.
So we'll get the children of Grandpa Harold.
Okay. All right. On three. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And there he is in the center.
Wow, that's good. That's his real flight helmet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Articles about some of that. Yeah, the field got message and dispatches and the capture U-boats.
Cool.
At the moment where
I'll just read the signage we put underneath as of this morning, actually. The above display highlights the experiences of Flight Lieutenant H.P. Florence from Foam Lake, Saskatchewan. He was flying as a crew member with 407 Squadron, RCAF, in a Wellington Bomber from Coastal Command on anti-submarine patrol during late November 1944. Their aircraft attacked a German submarine 4 times before sinking it with depth charges. And displayed courtesy of Jeremy Dahms.
oh, jeez.
That's my son.
So anyway, there it is, folks. You can have a
So what we have here
closer look.
is the actual news clipping from Foam Lake, where they described that run. We have his logbook copy of where it happened, attack, surface sub, the time, the captain, and just the different patrols he was on. And we actually have his logbook in another display that we have. Just highlighting, this was the crew, the gen crew they called it. And that meant, because you flew with many different people throughout your career in the war, and that gen crew meant the best of the best. So that's how he described his brother in arms.
And behind the crew there is a Wellington Bomber with a geodetic design.
Yeah.
And Sir Barnes Wallace, who designed the bouncing bomb for the Dahms raid, also designed the Wellington Bomber.
That's not bad.
Now, who can explain the 3 airmen standing on the submarine? Is there anybody knows the story behind this?
My understanding is one is Grandpa Harold, of those 3 men,
Yeah.
and that's a captured submarine
Yeah.
that they're doing a tour of.
Okay. Now, you notice it says UK 21751.
Okay.
That's an official government photo, so I can find you an 8x10 of that photo with the caption if you want it.
I would love that.
Because those UK numbers are kept in Ottawa.
Promotional photos. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got some bigger that say proof on it.
Yeah.
And that's his flight helmet.
His actual one that Grandma kept all these years.
Wow.
And that's his tour wings. When you were finished a tour, you got those.
What did they have to do for a tour in Coastal Command?
It was considerably longer than a bomber command tour.
More than 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were 415 Royal Canadian Air Force Squadron 405 flew. It was a bomber squadron. It flew with Coastal Command. There were so many battles with U-boats out there trying to sink the convoys that they actually sent bombers out with these Coastal Command guys to try and defend against the U-boats. 405 Squadron flew Coastal Command for a while. 415 Squadron of the Royal Canadian Air Force flew Coastal Command. 407 Demon Squadron was part of Coastal Command. 422 Squadron of the Royal Canadian Air Force was with Coastal Command, and so was 423. So Canada's contribution is large. And what you need to know besides that is the British squadrons that were in Coastal Command, 1 out of every 7 airmen that was on those bombers of Coastal Command of the British squadrons was a Canadian. 14% of the rest of the squadrons were Canadian. So we weren't whistling Dixie here. The Royal Canadian Air Force was big and strong in Coastal Command.
And as an aside, our Lancaster, sitting right out there, flew with 407 Squadron for 4 years out at Comox,
After the war.
after the war, on anti-submarine patrol.
Gee.
Only it was Russian subs they were looking for instead of German.